Badly wounded and bleeding profusely, Tama struggles to navigate through the dungeon. He collapses near the dungeon's entrance. Certain that this is the end, to his surprise, the figure turns out to be the elf adventurer. She immediately rushes to his aid. Tama awakens hours later, surprised to find himself resting in a cozy bed with his wounds carefully bandaged. His thoughts are interrupted when the elf girl from before enters carrying a bowl of milk. She seems relieved to see him awake and recovering, wondering how a small kitten like him ended up in the depths of the dungeon. Over the following weeks, the elf girl, whose name he learns is Arya, continues to care for him. She nurses him back to health, feeds him well, and lets him sleep comfortably in her bed. One day after Arya heads out on her usual adventuring routine, determined to repay Arya's kindness, Tama vows to protect her at all costs. With that in mind, Tama stealthily follows Arya to the dungeon, sneaking onto the boat just before it sets off. Once they arrive, Tama trails Arya quietly, making sure to stay hidden. He's slightly anxious that something bizarre might happen, like her accidentally losing her clothes to a mischievous slime. As Arya ventures deeper into the dungeon, she encounters a group of goblins. Without hesitation, she activates her acceleration skill and effortlessly cuts them down with swift, precise strikes. Just as Arya finishes gathering the goblin ears, she catches sight of another goblin peeking out from behind a corner. It was a goblin mage. Without warning, the creature conjures a massive fireball and hurls it straight at her. With a burst of speed, he dashes forward, pushes Arya out of harm's way, and slashes at the goblin mage with his regular cat paws. The goblin mage stumbles, loses its footing, and tumbles down the dungeon stairs. Arya is left stunned, unsure how her little cat companion managed to appear at just the right time. On the ride back to town, Tama gets a well-deserved reward. Arya cradles him in her arms, letting him rest on her chest while she gently tickles his belly. For Tama, this moment is pure bliss. He may be an S-rank behemoth, but right now he's just a very content cat enjoying a peaceful ride home.